In this video, we show you how to activate MaxRT wRTOS product components with or without a network connection using an activation key and wRTOS settings. You must have a valid activation key for each product component you want to activate. You'll receive the activation key in an email from products@interval0.com when you purchase or evaluate a wRTOS component. On the licensing and activation page in wRTOS settings, you can activate your product's components and lock them to a machine or an Interval 0 provided dongle. Licensed product components are listed in the Licensed Components table. Once we successfully activate a product component, it will appear here, as we'll see in a moment. When the machine is connected to a network, you can activate immediately using the Activate with a Key option on the wRTOS settings licensing and activation page. When connected to a network, wRTOS settings displays the status Connection Established. Enter the activation key included in the email you received from products@interval0.com. To avoid errors, we recommend copying and pasting the key. If you can't locate your key, click Don't Have an Activation Key to contact Interval 0. Once you've entered your key, click Activate over the network. With our product now successfully activated, we can see it listed in the Licensed Components table. To activate a wRTOS component on a machine that is not connected to the network, you'll need to generate a fingerprint file with a valid activation key, then convert it to a license file and import it using the Activate with a License File option on the wRTOS settings licensing and activation page. When the machine is not connected to the network, wRTOS settings displays the status Connection Not Established. Enter the activation key included in the email you received from products@interval0.com. To avoid errors, we recommend copying and pasting the key. If you can't locate your key, click Don't Have an Activation Key to contact Interval 0. Once you've entered your activation key, click Generate a Fingerprint File. wRTOS settings saves a file named fingerprintfile.rfp to the desktop. Move that file to an external device, such as a thumb drive. The next step requires a web browser. Connect the device containing the fingerprint file to a machine with network connectivity. Open a web browser on that machine and navigate to activation.interval0.com. Click Choose File, browse to the external device, and open the file fingerprintfile.rfp that you created in wRTOS settings on the other machine. Click Activate to generate a license file with the name license.lic. Next, copy the license.lic file to the external device and transfer it to the machine where wRTOS is installed. In wRTOS settings on that machine, click Import under Activate with a License File and browse for the license.lic file on the external device. Once we've successfully activated our product component with a license file, it will appear under Licensed Components. If you've activated wRTOS Runtime, you must set an RTSS boot configuration before you use Runtime Components. You can do this in wRTOS settings on the Core Configuration page. Thanks for watching. For more information on wRTOS product activation, see the Licensing and Activation User Guide and related content in the Help System. You can also check out our other videos on our website and YouTube channel.